Hello Internet, welcome to my studio. My name is Ash, and this is my theory on how to open the Great Pyramid. As some of you may know, a few years ago, Egyptologists found a small stone door with two copper handles inside of the Queen's chamber, at the end of a shaft inside the Great Pyramid. Let's rewind to 1872. A British engineer named Wayman Dixon discovered shafts in the pyramid. Fast forward to 1993, the German Archaeological Institute hired a robotics expert named Gettenbrink. He designed a robot named Whip Wawet, named after one of the Egyptian gods of the dead. This robot was used to explore the shafts inside the Queen's chamber inside the Great Pyramid. During the explorations, they found that the northern shaft extends inward 27 feet and then sharply turns to the west. In the southern shaft, the robot reached the end only to discover a small stone door with two copper handles. Now let's rewind again to 1872. Dixon and Dr. James Grant neolithically chipped their way into the shafts in the Queen's chamber and ultimately discovered, or dislodged, a granite ball, a cedar-like rod, and a bronze hook that almost looks like a grappling hook, or even a pickaxe, if you will. Many have theorized that these happen to be tools that were dropped by slaves as they built the pyramids. Side note, there is no record of slavery in ancient Egypt. That is purely biblical. That is a theory for another video. Church and state were one. State projects were essentially religious projects. Everyone paid taxes by working on those state projects with whatever skill sets that they had for so many months out of the year. Again, this is a video for another time. End side note. Then speculations that these were items involving a ritual involving the shaft. I disagree. You don't make items such as a granite ball and a bronze hook unless they have a functioning purpose. I've also heard that a rope or rope fragments were found with the items that fell from the shaft. My theory is that these items somehow were used to open the small stone door with the two copper handles. I have a feeling that this door or mechanism will perhaps open another doorway inside the Queen's chamber that either leads to the large anomaly near the King's chamber or will perhaps lead to one of the voids that researchers have found doing scans of the Great Pyramid using muon tomography. Side note, for those of you who don't know, muon tomography is an imaging technique that tracks particles that bombard Earth at close to the speed of light and penetrate deeply into solid objects. These cosmic ray muons are used to generate 3D images of volumes of empty space or empty spaces inside of objects. These explanations courtesy of Reuters.com and Wikipedia. And side note, now, the door mechanism in the shaft could also open a door inside of the Queen's chamber that could lead to the subterranean chambers or caves beneath the Great Pyramid. That could lead us to the chamber beneath the Sphinx, which could be the fabled Hall of Record. I do know for a fact that there are caves beneath the pyramids. I have family friends that grew up in Cairo and they used to play in the caves beneath the pyramids as children. This was before they were blocked off. Even though there is now documented video evidence of the caves beneath the pyramids, some still try to deny the caves' existence or deny that they have any greater purpose other than the fact that they're simply just caves. Do I think these items were in the shaft for a reason? Yes. This is why I believe that somehow, I have no idea what the mechanics of it would be, but somehow these items would open that tiny door inside the shaft of the Great Pyramid, but you would have to discuss that with the museums that have the objects and then make replicas of the objects and then get permission from the Egyptian government to try and open the door and experiment with that. So these are just some of my theories. Many others share similar theories. Some of you may agree, some of you may disagree. That's perfectly fine. At this point, it would take a lot to change my mind. I'm simply trying to think outside of the box. When mainstream thinking doesn't work, we have to find other ways to solve the mysteries of the ancient world, to try and to find answers when mainstream archaeology fails to do so, or refuses to open their minds to something that they consider to be impossible. Nikola Tesla discovered, or rather rediscovered, the secrets of the pyramids. If we would have listened to him, and JP Morgan would have given him the funding, we would have free, clean, wireless energy. No need for nuclear pollution, unless of course we need to help save the sun. Again, part of that last part on Tesla is for a later video. Just remember, if you're going to deny me, make sure you do it 3 times. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly hope you've enjoyed my Egypt theory video on how to open the Great Pyramid. As always, if you would like to see me again, please click the like and subscribe button. Good night.